Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. You join us for this big bash match between the Melbourne Renegades and the Sydney Thunder.
Well, that's the obvious decision. Don't think a captain has had an easier choice to make. The bowlers are going to need a lot of luck on this kind of pitch.
Here we go. First ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Yes.
Great shot.
That was a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Gilks, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Well placed. Should get a single.
No.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah, mate.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the university end.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep. Big edge.
The edge was very close to going to hands. They're fortunate to pick up their first runs.
Yep. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Nicked it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Super catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep. Straight to the fielder. There's trouble here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yes.
Edged.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
Bold. Chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills, This goes down as a fail.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Gets off zero with that shot. They'd have been a little nervy. That'll settle the nerves.
Yes. No!
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Gone. Played all around it.
Bowling.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Sutherland with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
18 runs added there. The Thunder are 4 for 56. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Finds the edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler. Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
10 runs added there. The Thunder are 4 for 66.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Thick edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be two there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Bad decision making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging. Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yep. Catch it. No. Yep.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there. There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
8 runs added there. The Thunder are 4 for 74.
Nice.
Chance!
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep. No.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Trouble! Oh, gone!
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Green. Khan coming back into the attack.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Ballers in. Yep.
Nice
Yep.
timing. Good batting. Won't get to the boundary.
Ballers.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Yep. No.
Back go the stumps. Miss the straight ball.
Really getting into the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Huge edge. A direct hit and this could be gone.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Khan getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. The right armour is coming on to bowl. From the press box end. Loud appeal. Great catch. First ball of the over.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yes.
Big edge. Where's that going? Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. There's a chance if this hits.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Yep.
2 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
Keepers.
Good return there, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Needs a direct hit.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep. Keepers end.
This could be out.
Yep.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Wait. Yep.
Good shot. He's found the gap.
Ballers end. No.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Pressed wedge from the press box end. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep. No.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes. Nice.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Yep.
Edged it. Big shout. Gone. Brilliant diving catch. They made it look so easy.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Yes. No.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary. That shot sees them get their innings started.
That's the over. The Thunder are 8 for 139. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Nice.
Good pickup, big chance.
Not great work from the keeper there. It's allowed them to rotate the strike.
Yep.
This should be close.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Keeper. Yes. Bowler's in.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
They haven't messed about. Brings up a rapid 50. Hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. Sangha shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Pads that one.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keeper. No.
A couple on offer here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run. I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
End of the over. The Thunder are 9 for 157. Sutherland, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the university end. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Nice.
Massive chance.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Yep.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Keeper, keeper. Yep.
Nicked it.
Bowler.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice.
Yep. Nice ball.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Out! Good catch. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone is going to need to step up with a big score. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yep, yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more. Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Finch is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yeah.
Finch gets off the mark.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Wait on.
Couldn't get it through the field. Over. The Renegades are none for 10. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
Wait on. Yes.
There's a run here, surely.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep, yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yes.
Brilliant shot, that.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away. The captain is going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Renegades are none for 17. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Yes.
Unplayable. No reward. Flying to the boundary.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough to get on it for 4.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yes.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Edged. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
14 runs as did there. The Renegades are none for 31. The right armour is coming into the attack from the university end.
Right on.
A little late on that, no run scored. Some adjustments to the field. Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
Wait on. Yep.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Waiting.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Drives and misses everything.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Beaten on the drive.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Big edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Really good shot there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Seemingly wanting to keep the strike. That would have been a simple single. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yes!
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
A few moves made in the field.
Yes!
There'll be runs here.
Yes!
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. 11 runs added there. The Renegades are none for 58.
Yes! Yep, yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yeah!
Massive edge.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Wait. Yep, yep. Yep.
Edge. What a ball. Seven runs added there. The Renegades are none for 65.
Yes!
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Yep, yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Wait on.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Sanga will be disappointed with that delivery.
End of the over. 10 runs coming from it. The Renegades are none for 75.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings. All the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Decisive running might have just got them two. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end. Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
5 runs added in that over. The Renegades are 1 for 80. Sanga from the university end. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
Huge edge. Huge appeal. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Wait on. Yes.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half century.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Right on. Yeah. Edged it.
Good return there, back from the deep.
8 runs added in that over. The Renegades are 1 for 102. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the university end. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Edged, unplayable.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
End of the over. The Renegades are 1 for 112. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Waiting. Yep.
Chance to run 2.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Right on.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yes.
Nicely played.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Renegades are 1 for 120.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Warner, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat. It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Renegades are 1 for 132.
Yep.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Yep.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps.
Yep.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
The delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away though. And what a lovely shot to get the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Well, it's beaten them entirely. The only other thing it could have done was knock over the stumps.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Got all of it, and for 6.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Harris didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Great shot. Great timing.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
16 runs added there. The Renegades are 1 for 168. Doggett, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
That always looked like a total that would be tough to defend. They would have hoped to put up more of